Alright YouTube, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be going through 3 tips on how to improve in Warzone no matter what level you guys are. Sit back, relax, let's get right into it. So tip number 1 is going to be your centering. Now this is the first tip because this is the most important tip of the game. So before we kind of break down the clips, I'm just going to explain what centering is and how you can use it in your game and how it basically affects everything you do. So your crosshair, right, which is in the middle. So right now in this clip, for example, I'm going down the stairs, okay? So what you want to do is basically to improve your centering, you want to have that crosshair, so you want to have that middle dot where you expect the enemy to be. Now I know this sounds very simple, it sounds quite obvious, but you'll be surprised when you're playing. Most of the time I coach people and I watch them, their crosshair isn't where they expect the enemy to be. It's kind of just running and it's either too low or too high. So right now as I go down the stairs, okay, I have to level my crosshair to the left because obviously there's no door to the right. So in this scenario, there's nowhere else for the opponent to be besides the left, okay? So I knew he was here from earlier. So again, let's rewind it. So as I'm going down the stairs, I'm going towards the left, and look at this, my crosshair placement now is exactly where I need it to be. So now I can then decide to either jump or prone or do what I need to do, but because my crosshair is where it needs to be, my shots will now hit the opponent. So you want to make sure as you're going around corners, for example right now as I go around a corner, my crosshair placement is where I expect them to be based on, you know, sound cues, mini map, just game awareness, all those different variables. You can find out where your opponent's going to be and kind of use your centering to give you that advantage. So right now the opponent in front of me, he is actually sprinting. Instead of me just walking around the corner and then having to aim, because my crosshair, look at this, it's literally where it needs to be. Every shot I hit now should be giving me a hit marker. So as they come around the corner, because I got that first shot, I'm able to get the kill. And you're going to see in this clip right here, there's a few kind of moments where I get a few kills, and it's simply just based on kind of crosshair placement. This player right here, they're going to be pushing the door. So as I'm backing away now, I want you to notice my crosshair. It's going where the door is, and it just makes the kill easier. You're essentially working before you approach the gunfight. We go up the stairs right now. Again, crosshair placement isn't the best right now. So what happens? They start shooting me. I have to back away. At this point, they were going to get the kill, so I back away. But now, as I re-engage into the gunfight, look what I do. I use some movement. As I'm using my movement, my crosshair placement is exactly where it needs to be. So it's all about crosshair placement. That's literally what centering is. We've got a few more clips and then we'll move on to point number 2. But no matter what level you are, you can always work on your centering. It's probably the most important variable in the game. Someone like Diaz Biffle, I highly recommend watching him. He has insane centering. So I really recommend watching someone like that. But even right now, as I jump around the corner, you can see, although I die here, if we watch the kill cam, this was a scenario where I was really weak, right? But because of my crosshair placement, because of my centering, I want you to look right now. As this player sprinting, I actually got that player one shot. If I had a little bit more health there, I probably would have killed him. So it's just about using your movement and just really trying to make sure your crosshair placement is exactly where it needs to be. I got up the ladder here, I can hear him, and this isn't the best player. It's kind of a risky play. As I go up right now, in terms of crosshair placement, this player is going to get the first shot more likely, right? So if that player is a good player, they should be able to kill me here. So my immediate reaction isn't to fight them here, it's actually to back away. And now that I've backed away, I know, again, looking at the ladder, there's only one way that the opponent pushes me, right? So I can now line my crosshair where they're going to be, and just allows me to get that kill, just playing a lot smarter. That takes us nicely to number 2. And this tip number 2 is going to be about controlling the gunfight. Okay, so I spoke about this tip on my main channel, but in terms of Warzone, it is even more powerful. So the concept of controlling your gunfire, okay, what I want you guys to think about is mainly the health advantage, health and position, okay? So as we go through to these gunfights, I want you to think about the health and position mainly. So right now, this player is shooting me. So my immediate thought is to back down, okay? So now let's address the health issue. The health issue now is I have 1 plate. They probably have 3. I'm always going to assume they have full health. So right now they have the advantage. So what I need to do is I need to plate up. As I'm plating up, I'm going to be repositioning. I don't really want to fight them in this scenario without the health advantage, okay? I could win it, okay? I could hit more shots than them. But at this point, when I'm down in armor, I'd rather buy a second of time. I'd rather plate up, which is what I'm doing now, getting away. Now, if we look at this scenario, I now have the health. So the health advantage is gone from the opponent. Now we have a 50-50 gunfight, which I am more confident in. The player jumps down right into my sight. There's one, there's a second, we go through. So just me playing my life there, being able to plate up, was me being able to control the gunfight. We go across there again. We're going to go to this scenario. Okay, there's an opponent right in front of me. So we're going to go through, we take the first opponent out. This second opponent now, by the way, these lobbies I know aren't like, you know, insane. They're not, there's literally just me playing solo, so it's nothing crazy, but the main concept still applies no matter what level you're in. So right now we go through the second opponent on my left. They should be shooting me right now. So my immediate reaction is to go behind cover and kind of pump up, right, to get that camera. I realize that I end up making this player weak. So now I have the health advantage. In this scenario, I recommend chasing this player 100% of the time, especially if they're close by, because you want to get them before they armor up. So right now, even if this player shoots me, because of the health advantage, I'm going to be able to get the kill. So just using stuff like this allows you to get a lot more kind of gunfights. What's going on here? I don't know why this is showing the whole clip here. Did I forget to take this up? Okay, I mean, it's showing the whole raw footage here. I don't think we need all that, but let's see what happens there. I believe this is with the MTW. Hopefully it's in the right clip. There you go. Okay, perfect. So right now we're going to go through, and this is actually more kind of natural cover, controlling the gunfight. Both of these kind of concepts are very similar. But right now I want you to look at this scenario. There's a player right in front of me. In this scenario, they could easily shoot me, okay? So my immediate reaction is to back away. I'm going to back away, get into cover, and see if I can get that first shot. Now I've got the first shot. There is no reason for me to play hesitant. And most of the time when I'm coaching people or watching people play Warzone at the lower level, I feel like they don't have a lot of confidence. You want to make sure you attack the players when you have the advantage. So right now, this player is so weak. So I'm literally going to attack him. We take out one, look at the minimap. The second's on my right. I'm going to go through. Okay, the clips are all over the place. Let's just roll with what we have. This one is one of my favorite in terms of how to use a shotgun and overall how to really control the gunfight. So we're going to slide down and get the first shot. Once I get the first shot, most of the time, I think people like to stay in that engagement. Most of the time, people like to have that shot and then continue with the gunfight. I don't mind retreating and going again. So look at this. I shoot them and back away. Now, in this scenario, I have the health advantage. I go back, shoot them again. Now, if we look at my health compared to theirs, I have the health advantage, okay? This time, I'm going to slide past him, so I'm cameraing them. He chucks the drone, which I wasn't aware of, but we go through, we're behind him. So just... basically, I'm trying to be the aggressive player in every gunfight. I'm trying to be the one that's going to camera them. So look at this. I slide, get the first shot. Slide, get the second shot. Go through, get the third. And it just allows me to win the gunfights more consistently. It's just a really good way of controlling the health. We go across there. I don't know where anyone is. I'm kind of just going to try to sound for some sound cues. We go across and we spot the opponent on the right. Most of the time, I say 95% of the people I watch or coach in this scenario, they will start shooting the opponent. The problem is this opponent is more likely centered towards me right now. You can see they're probably going to get the first shot. So instead of engaging in this gunfight, right? Imagine this player is really good. Let's say this player was, for example, my twin, right? Where he has the exact same skill as me. In this scenario, I want you to think of a triangle concept, okay? So one side is the skill level. In this example, the skill level is the same, so they cancel out. The other side is the positioning. Honestly, the positioning-wise, we're both out in the open. We don't really have any cover. So the next version is who gets the first shot? Who gets the first shot? Who controls the health? In this scenario, he is going to shoot me first if I don't move. So my immediate reaction there, instead of shooting him, was to have the patience and the discipline to not shoot, but to back away. So right now, I immediately see him, I back away. Back away, put a claymore down. Now, right now, he has no armor. So I can now push him because he's one shot. So it's just about being smarter and controlling the gunfight. We go across, this player's weak when I chuck a stun. I think this is the same clip from earlier with the centering, but this one's just a different message in terms of controlling the gunfight. Look at the armor. I just broke his armor. I have extra health, so we're pushing through, Now in this scenario, even if this player's looking at me and trying to shoot me now, because I have the health advantage, I'm going to be able to kill him based on pure health advantage, right? So look at that. He's shooting me. It doesn't matter. I'm able to get the kill because they're one shot. We go across. This one was a bit of a mixy gunfight. Shouldn't have taken this long, but the message applies. They have no health. We're going to push through. I have no idea where he is, okay? So at this point, I think he's gone to the right, and this is a second enemy. Now, in this scenario, who has the health advantage? Well, it's quite clear they have the health advantage. So I don't really need to peek right now. But all I'm trying to do right now in this scenario is literally take my time, peek it, constantly peek it, and just be in a position where I can hold my kind of health. Like, take my time to armor up, basically. So we go through the second one, there's the third. I'm going to keep on proning. Now my health is back. Now I can take control of the gunfight. So we go through, I shoot them a few times, and I'm in a scenario now where I have my health up. I've hit them a few times. I should be in a spot where I actually have the health advantage. So we push through, I'm constantly trying to get that extra shot off, and there you go, we get the kill. Just being able to constantly control the gunfight and get those kills is a very, very important aspect. Again, we take out one, go across, go behind cover here. You see that we're getting some shots off. I'm using the cover to get the health advantage. We go through, they have no armor. As soon as they have no armor, they're going to run away. Same thing here, we're on top prison now. We go through, and all I'm trying to do is get this player weak. I don't need to kill him at this exact spot, right? I need to get them weak enough so that now that I push through, they're going to be panicking. So you see, look how many shots I'm hitting him with. I'm constantly hitting this player with shots. He just doesn't have a chance to get out of that scenario. We go across. We're pushing this player, I'm going to open up the angle. If you're in a spot like this, by the way, and you want to get the player on top, just a little tip for you guys. If you can back away, like if you back away now, you have more vision on that player, and it's harder for them to see you. Then if you just jump up to the ledge, they're probably going to kill you because, you know, you're right in front of them. If you can back away, create an angle for yourself, you'll be able to create some space and just give you more chance of controlling the gunfight. Okay, perfect. So now we've gone through that concept, we can move on to the third and final concept, using natural cover. So the reason why I use some clips repeated is because there's different concepts in each clip, and hopefully you guys can see the different versions when breaking it down. So right now we go back to the first clip we mentioned, okay? This player wasn't great. This player wasn't even looking at me. But let's just imagine this is Diaz Biffle, right? Let's just imagine this is someone that's kind of cracked at the game, and you know, you don't know who you're playing in Warzone, right? I got fortunate, they weren't that good. That's absolutely fine. But I don't know who I'm playing. So in my head, I'm trying to give myself an advantage. So right now, as I spot this player, everyone's kind of primary focus is to just get the kill, but I'm always thinking, right, how can I guarantee the advantage so that I don't need to worry about any kind of me getting shit on or anything. I want to make sure I control the gunfight. So I go to the right, immediately now I'm getting into cover and then aiming it. And this actually helps me because now again, the player on the left, again, this could be Shifty now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's coming right now. It could be Biffle and Shifty I'm playing against. Obviously, this isn't the case. These players, you know, they don't really know what they're doing. But in this scenario, this player on the left, this guy could be absolutely insane. He could be shooting me right now. So immediately, me being in cover gives me the advantage in the second gunfight as well. So you see, we go for the peek up, just like earlier, because he's one shot, we're going to chase him down. Now, in this scenario, that didn't really mean too much. They weren't really challenging me. But again, you have to prepare for those players that can challenge you. Most of the time in Warzone, you're going to win your gunfights. But in these scenarios, you want to make sure that if they were a better player, you would still win the gunfights. So we go across, and yeah, again, same clip as last time. We're just going to back away and get into cover. And hopefully we show the second kill here. Yeah, there you go. So the main point of this was this second kill. So if I'm actually going to rewind it slightly and kind of show you this again. So let's go through. By the way, if you guys are new around here, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. We are going to make more videos like this every single day. I am going to prioritize improving my Warzone content as well as my main channel, which is kind of rank play based. But let's go through. So right now, my first thought is let's get back into cover. Let's give myself the advantage. So we go through, we take out the first player. I want you to look at the minimap. Right now, there's a ping on the right, okay? So there's three pings. Two of the pings have an arrow facing downwards. That means they are on the below level, but there's one ping that shows him he's on my level. So immediately, I'm going to get this, the submachine gun out, get behind cover. I'm just going to strafe to get information. There he is. He's right there, okay? So now I know what I need to do. I need to get that first shot and then challenge him. So I'm going to use the cover, go across, jump across into the cover, get him weak. Again, slide out to the head glitch, get this player one shot, and now I can repeat. So I'm just using the cover constantly to give myself the advantage. Same here. Let's go across here. The player's going to be on my left. My first reaction isn't to get the shot off. It's like, right, if I can slide to this cover here, like I'm doing now, and then pump up. So when you pump up like this, you get there like a second before they do. So that's kind of like cameraing your opponent. So in scenarios, you want to get behind cover and then pump up, and you can see them a second before they see you, and you're behind the head glitch. So it just gives you such an advantage. Right here again, players on my left, I didn't realize. Straight away, I'm going to go behind cover, and now I'm going to strafe behind cover. So although the gunfight isn't the easiest for me with the submachine gun, it's a lot harder for him because I'm behind a head glitch. So just always finding ways to use your surroundings. Again, player behind me, immediately. I'm not going to turn around. No, let's get into cover. Now we're going to pump down, pump back up, go through. He's out in the open. I'm not. He has to hit perfect shots. I don't. Same clip as last time, but this time with a different message. So first time we go through, we take him out. As I'm taking this player out, I spot the player on the stairs. Again, let's not worry about getting that kill now. Let's get behind cover so that when this player now pushes me, it's a harder target for him to hit. We go through, we strafe, we make him one shot. He has to run away. Why? Because he's out in the open. Constant just reassurance in terms of why you need to have cover and stuff like that. So let's go across and see what we do here. So this one's a really interesting one because he catches me off guard. He gets a health advantage. Straight away, we get behind cover. I'm trying to buy time. I realize that he's getting aggressive, right? I'm not going to be able to heal up here. So as he pushes me, I'm going to wait. I'm now going to jump past him and just absolutely camera him. That's not the easiest thing to do. That just takes some time and kind of just finding a rhythm and stuff like that. But back to using cover, we go through. This player's shooting me. I don't want him to push me. So if I stay down like this, right? He has control. If he wants to chuck a grenade, if he wants to push me, he can do what he wants. So me just doing this is just going to scare him a little bit. So you see what I'm doing? Like, he thinks he can see my head, but because I'm snaking, it's so fast, he actually can't shoot me in time, right? So I'm just snaking to buy time so I can heal up. And now I realize he's not even moving. So although it looks like he's going to shoot me, all I have to do is peek up and shoot him. And that's exactly what happens. He's standing still pre-aiming me. Because I'm snaking, I can literally pump up, shoot him, and control the gunfight. But YouTube, that is going to be 3 different ways of how you guys can improve your gameplay in Warzone, no matter what level you are. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you do, drop a like. Let me know what you guys think of this kind of concept, and I'll make sure to do more videos like this in the future. Catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.